Dearly beloved in Jesus Christ, welcome to the reflections of third Sunday in Advent season, year C. The third Sunday of the Advent puts forth joy as theme of the day. Accordingly, today's first reading presents a song of joy, and the Gospel encourages the joy of sharing. Hence, the readings give us a foretaste of Christmas joy. In other words, let us reflect upon the nuances of Christian joy. The first reading is an extract from the book of prophet Zephaniah. He prophesied during the reign of King Josiah between 640 to 630 BCE. Josiah, who was a subordinate king to the powerful Assyrians, introduced pagan worship in Jerusalem. So, the prophet announces the impending punishment of Yahweh. But he proclaims joy to the small group of faithful who did not depart from the covenantal relationship. This song of joy is presented in today's first reading. The prophet says they are to rejoice because they adhere themselves to the covenantal relationship, and the Lord is with them. Like Zephaniah, Paul in the second reading also urges repeatedly the Philippians to rejoice in the Lord always, because the Lord is near. Paul emphatically tells, do not be anxious about your needs, but petition the Lord with a trust. Paul sounds here similar to the evangelist Matthew, who said in Matthew 6:33, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and everything else will be given unto you. Therefore, the real joy is in communion with the Lord. In today's Gospel, John the Baptist announces that the real joy is in sharing our resources with the needy. He categorically tells, true Christian joy is in sharing with the needy. It all began by asking, what shall we do? And the demand is, men should share with one another. It was a social gospel which laid it down that God will never absolve the man who is content to have too much while others have too little. The real joy is a perfect response to Jesus' teaching, because people who respond to him cannot be sad or cheerless. We have heard the saying, a sad saint is a bad saint. Persons related truly with Jesus are lively, happy people, fully alive and fully human. That is the reason Pope Francis says, an evangelizer must never look like one who just returned from a funeral. Hence, true joy is the external symbol of internal true Christian spirit. Joy is often confused with entertainment and loud laughter. In other words, we feel we are joyful when we go for a weekend parties and occasional vacation tours. We often search joy on holidays and a break in our daily routines. Still more, there are some people who search joy in material possessions. All these imply that we are in search for joy and running after joy. Dear friends, once there lived an old man in a village. He was one of the most unfortunate in the world. The whole village was tired of him. He was always gloomy and had complaints for everything. The older he grew, the more poisonous were his words. Everyone gradually avoided him. He lived alone and he walked alone. One day, he reached his 80th birthday. On this day, surprisingly, everything seemed changed for him. He was happy, cheerful, and greeted everyone with a smile. Soon, the news was spread all over the village that the old man is joyful. In very short time, the entire village gathered around his house and inquired what made him happy. The old man replied, "All these 80 years, I was chasing for happiness, and it was useless. And then I decided to live without happiness and just enjoy life. That's why I am happy now." Similarly, dear friends, we the modern men and women also search, run after happiness and reach nowhere. But this is not joy. Joy can never be induced or made happen. It is something that has to be found in ordinary, duty-bound and responsible life. Being cheerful in your ordinary life is real happiness. Remember, the Bible says, "A cheerful heart is a good medicine." Proverb 17:22. Therefore, as a whole, on this third Sunday of the Advent, let us try to imbibe the true spirit of Christian joy and be blessed. May God bless us all.